Hello, hello. Good morning.
Hello everyone.
We're gonna wait a little bit and wait for some extra people to come in. Look at our beautiful beach in the meantime.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be nice if we could do the live while looking at the beautiful beach. The wind is picking up. We start seeing some boats and some wings over there.
Yes. It's gonna be windy today.
Actually, I think like straight after that's done, I'm going in the water.
How do you like the winging?
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's took me a few hours to get it, but then just clicked at some point.
Good.
Just very different than foiling with a kite.
Yeah.
That thing is, that board and that foil is huge.
Welcome. Hey, we have a couple of people here. Think we can get started. So as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about some tips for choosing the right school when you're searching, when you want to learn or rent, or just just the right school for you or your family or friends. And to give us some nice tips about that, we have Charly here.
Hello everyone.
Okay, so Charly, tell us, what are some of the things someone should look for when they're planning their trip and they're they want to learn kiting? What are the right things to look for in a school?
So I guess it really depends on everyone's level. Depending if you're beginner, intermediate, or advanced, you're gonna look for different stuff. If you're a beginner, something I would really recommend is picking up the good wind direction. The safest and the easiest by far is when the wind is side on shore. So not directly blowing you toward the beach, but it's a bit diagonal. That's safe, and it's also easy for someone not so advanced to get away from the beach. So that, I suppose, would be number one. Yeah. That's what we have here.
Yes.
Actually,
yes.
I don't know if you can switch, but we can see it on the flags.
Yeah. So you can look at the flags and you can see the direction right there.
Side on. Perfect.
And of course, each person should do their investigation when choosing, depending on what is your plan just to do kiteboarding. What's the time frame that you're going? For example, here in Cabarete, the best time would be the summer.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're looking somewhere where to go with your family in the summer, obviously you have Cabarete as an option. We're always gonna say Cabarete because we're here, but so it depends the season, I guess, as well, and where you're going. That's one of the things, and then obviously you have to find the right school that will fit with what you want to do and your level, what you want to learn. If it's just you, if there is people with different levels too.
Absolutely. I traveled to quite a few kite spots, and I saw a lot of amazing spots, good wind, beautiful water condition, but sometimes you're just lost in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And even for kiters, it's not always very fun.
Yes.
You kite 1, 2, 3, 5 days, a week, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And after that, eventually, you want to see a bit of civilization, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly.
Or at least some other people around.
Yeah.
So, and that's for people that kite. So, with a family that accompany the kiter,
Yeah,
then,
especially when you have other people that won't kite.
Exactly.
Then you're looking for somewhere where you have the kite schools, and of course all the other we're gonna get more into that, what to look for in the actual school you're going to. But also the spot is very important, because if you have family members or friends that are not doing it, you want them to be comfortable and of course have fun. Otherwise, you're the only one that's gonna have fun during the trip.
Yeah, and then your wife is not gonna let you come back the next
exactly. Okay, so what do you think when choosing the actual school? For example, I know in Tarifa, right? You have a lot of kiting there. Mm-hmm. So for example, if someone's planning a trip to Tarifa, and they're I don't know, dozen schools, and you have to choose the right one for, of course, for you. Like, what would be the things that you are looking for, that you want to make sure this school has?
Several things. Maybe the first one that come to mind, well, maybe especially important for me because I work as an examiner for IKO, but I do want to make sure the school has certified instructors.
Yeah.
Can be IKO, can be another organization, but I wouldn't like to send people to a school with like untrained persons.
Yeah, you want certified instructors for
Absolutely.
sure. Welcome everyone.
Second thing, I suppose, I would like to check the state of the gear. Are the kite like 5 or 10 years old, or do they change the kite every year or every 2 years?
Yeah.
So that's like, I suppose, like two big things. Then, as I said, like also the spot itself where they're gonna teach counts a lot.
Yeah, and then you have also like Charlie was saying with the IKO, you have a lot of times on the, like for IKO, you have people where they leave reviews on IKO, and they'll review things like the gear, the instructor, and all of that. So that is helpful when you have like places where you can actually see reviews like for on IKO or other, like, you know, that's, I think one of the main things to look for is like reviews of the place. Because we get a lot of those, like, you know, when people, like, if they found like something was wrong with the gear, you want to be sure, like, you want to keep on top of that as a school. But of course, as when you're searching for some, like a proper place to do it, that's something to look for sure.
Absolutely. And that I guess nowadays, it's easier. Like everyone is used to like looking at TripAdvisor,
exactly.
Google for everything.
Yeah.
But if you do want some extra tip on that, same thing still on the IKO webpage. You can even look like instructor per instructor, what are the reviews. So if you feel like it, like before coming to the club, you can even look, and then when you come, you just ask for a specific instructor if you wish.
So recently, actually, we got a booking, and this person specifically asked for, he said 4 different instructors in the email, and he was very specific because he went to an IKO school before he's coming here. So he's IKO certified at a certain level, but he needs more lessons. So he said, I want one of these 4 instructors because of their reviews on IKO. So of course that's like, you know, it's very important, especially nowadays when everything is online.
But I feel like that's a good system. Of course, like it's not like IKO invented anything. But this way, everyone at the end of the lesson can leave a review, so good or bad. This way, it gives you like a really honest idea of what you're signing for.
Exactly. Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us. Charlie,
Tick is there. Hello, Tick.
So we've been talking about tips to look for when you're looking for a school, what you're looking for. Charlie's giving us some tips so we know when you're traveling somewhere, what to look for in a school.
Maybe something else we can mention. We talked already about the wind direction, like how important it is. Same thing, like depending on your level, the water conditions. For a beginner, flat water is going to be perfect. If you're a bit more advanced, then maybe you look for something a bit more challenging, I suppose. And then waves can be a lot of fun.
Yes.
And same thing, maybe if you can turn the camera.
Yeah.
We have like one nice advantage at this spot is it's flat in the beginning, and I don't know if you can see on the video, but like on the back we have a reef break, which means the reef is the.
So you can see the white caps. That's the back. The reef,
So like someday, like especially in the afternoon, we get some bigger waves, which is a very fun playground. No, apart from that, what else can we talk about? There's like a lot of cool little things to have in a club. Like here we have wind stations.
Yes.
Might sound like a little thing, but when you don't have it, it's really make
yeah,
the whole
then
difference.
you have to look for what's the right one, who has the right wind meter, like what is it reading, and then you have like, for example, Cabarete has different kite spots on the same beach, and sometimes the different wind meters will read different wind speeds. And that depends a lot of where the wind meter is, and you know it's one thing that we're grateful to have here is the wind meter for sure.
I found that it combines very well with what you have, like over there you have the webcam.
Yes.
And
yeah.
quite often I use both. Like before coming, since I live like maybe like a bit more than 5 minutes away from the spot.
Yeah.
I don't want to carry all my gear all the time for nothing.
Of course.
So each time I check
sometimes
both.
it's easier to look at the webcam as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I say I live 5 minutes from the spot, but then I can already like imagine everyone in front of the screen like, well, I live like 1 hour from the spot.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely something to look for.
Yeah, and then of course you want to make sure it depends really on what you're looking for. And of course communicate with the schools. It's not only about the reviews, like meet the people in the schools, see how you feel, and never be scared to say, like, if one of the things that I found in the years that I've worked in a kite school is, like, if you don't feel okay with the instructor you have, sometimes you don't have a connection with the instructor. Like, you can ask to be, like, the instructor to be changed. Yeah, because if you're learning, you want to be comfortable when learning, and you want to make sure you have that connection with the instructor, because I think that's very important in the process.
How many instructors do you have working here at LK?
Right now we have 9 instructors.
Yeah, that's quite a lot. So every student has a big range of
course.
A big lot of options.
Yeah. I mean, we've been lucky with pairing the right instructor with the right person. But yeah, it's definitely something, we've had people, not many, but we've had people that have not been like comfortable with their instructor just because sometimes it's energy level. They want them to be a bit more active. Or like they're like very serious instructors and they want them to be more like joking, and it depends on each person.
Yeah, and same thing, I know, like nothing that plays like that's quite important for the choice of instructor. It's like the language.
Yes.
Some people might want, I don't know, Spanish, English, French, German, whatever.
Exactly. Yeah, that's another thing, because you don't want you want to avoid as much as you can the language barrier too. I mean, it's sometimes there is sometimes people are okay with that. Other people, they just need someone to speak their language just to make sure that they're understanding everything.
Another thing, like like every school doesn't provide, but that I know it's important for a lot of people, is to have female instructors. I know that sometimes like women want to be with women.
Yes, definitely. We've had requests of like women that want to specifically have a woman instructor. And also maybe Charlie can tell us when the next course is. Because Charlie does the instructor course, so if you're a woman and you're a kiter, you can become the next instructor.
There we go. So it's gonna be end of August. It lasts 10 days, and I think it finishes the 1st of September.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. 10 days.
Yeah. So maybe the females out there, kiters.
There you go.
That's the next step. Become a female instructor, because we need more of those everywhere, I'm sure.
There you go. So if you want to become an instructor and want to come work for LK, there you go. You know your next step.
Exactly. Yeah. Message us or Charlie.
Whichever.
I
guess.
Can you just tell them the website?
Yes. So you can find the link on LK.
Yep.
There's somewhere, and it's reefkiteacademy.com.
There you go. Perfect. Well, do you want to add anything else, Charlie?
No, I think we covered most of the important points. But I guess like if there's anything we forgot and you want to hear about, you can probably message us or like write it somewhere over there.
Yes.
I'm not very familiar with Instagram. I'm not very sure how it works.
Send us a message. We're going to be doing more lives, and then just send us like what you would like to learn, what you would like to know. If there is a specific thing, we'll get more instructors that can tell you more tips.
Talking of which, there's like one thing we didn't cover. Something super interesting, like when people come to a club, is to have a bit instructor of different levels.
Yes.
I mean, people that might learn coaching, for instance. So if you have someone that knows, I know, strapless, freestyle,
yes.
wing, foiling, all that stuff, that's always a...
Yeah, no, here at LAK, we have a list of our instructors, and we have like their specifications on the side. So if someone teaches surfboard specifically, or foiling, or wing foil, that's like the biggest thing now. And then you have the jumping, the tricks, you know, basic jumping. Depends on each person. Like the kid instructors, the ones that are like specifically teaching kids, you have a lot of different things. And here, at least at LAK, we have like each instructor has their special thing. And we have it written down to make sure to pair the right person with the right instructor.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely makes a big difference.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, now I feel a bit bad because I see more people joining and
I
we said
know.
we're about to leave.
Well, the good thing is this video is going to stay posted on our Instagram, so you can check it out from the beginning. Charly gave us some nice tips to what to look for when you're looking for the right kite school. And you can see if you're looking to become an instructor, we have the website is right there in the comments too.
And yeah, I guess like for next time, either we can prepare a list of like all the questions that you're gonna send us.
Yeah.
And I'll do my best to answer all.
Yeah,
that.
we'll give you some time to we'll be posting, so you can leave some questions, and then we'll have Charly again to answer some of those. Thank you.
Bye guys.
Bye.